Hi YouTube. I want to do a review on The Shy, Season 2, Episode 6. Okay, so the show starts off, I guess I'm going to go by character. Because there's so much of so many people. I'm just do it by character. How about it? Okay, first, I'm going to start with Brandon. Brandon and Emmett. So Brandon comes in his truck. He discovers Emmett in his truck. He been sleeping in there. He trying to bathe in the sink and shit. So Brandon tell him, nah, I'm gonna need you to go to the house, and wash up. Don't try get out my truck. Don't try to take no back. That's health hazard. Get his shit shut down. They're gonna shut down his truck like they shut down some people's pages. So then, okay, Brandon's in the finals of that little cooking competition he in, and guess who there? His old boss. So one of the guys walk up and tell him thanks for catering, my wedding. Kind of find out he a judge. So he telling Brandon like, I see, he know Brandon fucked his wife. He was like, yeah, don't think I ain't know about this shit. And then he told Brandon basically, you only here because of affirmative action. And Brandon was like, oh yeah, you here because it's rigged up. And lo and behold, the boss did win. So that was some bullshit. And then Brandon, he, I'm just going with Brandon, all his shit first. So him and Jericho, okay, Jericho. Let me go to Jericho before I go to the other part. Jericho goes to the lady that's investing in the projects, to rebuild, so she can get some people in there with some money, and change the community. They call this shit gentrification. Yeah, but they protesting in front of her house, and she trying to figure out how the hell they know where she stay. And why the Reverend out there like he trying to stop it, but in actuality, he the one brought them people out there. So Jared could tell him, you need to go on with this. And he telling her, basically, he told her, shit, pay me. So he want part of her commission, to make the protesting stop. You know, nigga shit. So that happened. So then, moving on, Jerica had like a little dinner at the house with two of her friends. Her friends kind of bougie. So they talking, they, homegirl drunk. She the one that drunk and tell every damn thing and be running off at the mouth. So she drunk talking about how Jerica, you know, with Brandon, for his meat and not for his money because, she gonna have all this money coming in and she gonna pay this preacher, pocket the rest. And lo and behold, her and Brandon just had a conversation about, what's his name, Dito? The guy over 63rd Mall, the main man that owned all the pizza places. He, Brandon went to see him. He gave him like an investment. And she was telling him, don't work with him because he took, no, he tried to pay like $1 million in $100 bills for some property. He's shady, this, that, and the third. But then a homegirl sitting up here talking about how she in cahoots with the Reverend, to get this commission. So he was pissed off about that shit. He was like, oh yeah. Then the homegirl started going off. First she called him a cook. He like, nah, boo, I'm a chef. And then she started talking about how Jerick only with him for that thug dick and yada yada yada, calling him a thug. And he was like, okay, since I'm a thug, I'm gonna throw your ass out of my house. Get out right now. So he threw their ass out and Jerick got mad. He was like, nah, she called me a thug, so I'm mad back when I put her ass out of my fucking house. She out of line. And she was. So then we go to Kevin and Papa and them at school. They taking one of those standardized tests. So Papa stood trying to sharpen his pencil and be nosy at the same time, trying to look under the little tarp to see this TV or something from the little fundraiser they did. And so the teacher told him to go sit down, and he ended up breaking the point on his pencil for real, and now he can't finish the test. So he was pissed about that. So then after the test, the principal called Jake to the office, and they like, she don't never come out of her office unless something wrong. So apparently somebody had took the test and the answers and posted it online, and they just assumed it was Jake. So when that happened, Jake was like, shit, y'all want to apparently y'all want a confession, and I watched the first 48, and you're not gonna get one for me without me talking to my lawyer. So he's childish. They let him go. So then him and Kevin get into it, and Kevin like, well, I know you know why they would think that, because look how you be acting, you know. And they get into it, because Kevin telling him because he be around his brother, that's why he acting like that, and you know how they go. They always bumping heads. So Jake walk off, whatever, like, you know, stop trying Ridge like that. And then Papa tell Kevin it was, you know, the little boy that be beefing with Jake all the time. He did it. So then Aisha walk up. She was telling Kevin she having a party. You know, she did good. Cause, you know, in her grades, so her mama letting her have a party. You know, so she did good while she was out of school. She kept her grades up. And so he ended up going to the little birthday party. There's all girls there. So then he still a kiss from her. They told her he was gonna lick her face. Remember that in that first episode when she pinned him down and licked his face? I don't know if that's the first or second episode of last season. So he was like, I was gonna lick your face, and she was like, nah, that was fine. And so I guess they go together now. So then that happened. Then we see Keisha as she running. She running through the neighborhood. My daughter run track, so I was like, oh, look at her, she running. So she running. She done ran a long way. She done went to the bathroom, changed clothes, put on deodorant, ain't took no bath. And some grown-ass man come pick her up in the Beamer. She get in the car, she kissed him and shit. I'm like, that nigga nasty. Little girl ain't washed her ass, you know. But okay. I was like, what's that about? So then, fast forward to her ass, because I'm doing each character at a time. She at the school, at track practice. She texting somebody, they texting her back. Her friends like, that's new babe? She like, yeah. Why the fuck it was a track coach? He gonna look at his phone. I was just too through. I wish it was the coach. He would throw his ass under the jailhouse. So then Emmy got out his baby moms together. They plotting on him. They trying to get some money. But his daddy Darnell told him, you know, you can play the system like you ain't working. And, you know, you can go down there and tell them you're not working because, you know, you working at that truck. They paying you under the table. And that way you ain't got to, you know, keep getting these letters because you ain't got to pay them no money like that because you not working. You don't have a job. So he basically told the baby mamas, you know, he ain't working. They need to work with him. He can get him what he can get him, or they can go file and not going to get nothing because he not working. So all of them was cool with that, but the one that was in the little piece of check, she was like, nah. You know, she was trying to buck the system. The other was like, you know, calm down. So then they all got into it and he dipped out of there. But then eventually he met back up with him and gave him out $400. He sold some of his shoes and told him, you know, since he get paid on the table, he'll be giving them a little money, you know, without them going down there filing on them, which was cool for him. So then they showed Ronnie's crazy ass. Emmy mama get him a job cleaning the old houses or whatever. So the one house he went to clean it or whatever. He was doing everything. Then he found an old letter and got shook. He didn't want to do it no more. So she get on him like, you know, why you quit that job? You know, when his grandma came home, she was bitching about her TV and stuff not being there. And so he basically told her the letter he found was about the man that stayed there, and kind of found out that man was his daddy. And so he didn't like him. And then like one day he went and poured some white paint on the man's lawn because he loved his yard. He had the best yard in the neighborhood. And then that happened. And then with Brandon, the last thing with Brandon was, you know, OG that's in jail. Remember he told Dita or whatever the throw a girl a fish. So when he did the investment with Brandon and gave Brandon a new truck, guess what? She was out there taking pictures. So they finna throw his ass under the bus. And basically, that's what happened. So tell me what you think. This was interesting. It just had a lot going on. We got some shit that you see it's gonna get real interesting. And yeah, I liked it. I see Emmy growing up. But that damn Keisha, it's gonna be somebody gonna get in trouble. I bet she probably come up pregnant or something for that damn teacher. Yeah. Then I started thinking Chicago. Ain't that's where Kelly at? What's the age consent? 16, but I don't think she's supposed to be fooling no teacher. Like I got questions. So what y'all think about Keisha fooling with that track coach? And Brandon is definitely going to be caught up. So, catch you next episode. Bye.